Ah, hello, Kate. We can, loud and clear. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Would you like to put your question?
Yes. Okay. On the 16th of April 25, the Supreme Court unanimously agreed that the terms man, woman, and sex in the Equality Act 2010 refer to biological sex. Holding a gender recognition certificate does not change sex for the purposes of the Equality Act. The ruling protects single-sex spaces and services for women and girls, giving utmost clarity that women's rights must be protected in law. It also highlights the continued protection for trans people under the Equality Act. Failure to adhere to the law puts the council at risk of being sued for discrimination. Does the new administration welcome the clarity in law that the Supreme Court ruling brings, and will it be reviewing the council's policies, procedures, guidance and training materials, including a review of services it runs and commissions to ensure it complies with the ruling?
Thank you, Kate, very much. And the answer that I will give you is probably not exactly what you need to hear, but actually is important for us as an organisation. Thank you for the question. Whilst the ruling itself provides clarity, which it does, and it's welcomed, the Equality and Human Rights Commission, the EHRC, then released interim non-statutory advice about how to interpret the ruling. Because the EHRC advice was A, interim, and B, non-statutory, the current national position and that of the new administration is therefore to await next steps by the EHRC and by the Women and Equalities Committee before we do anything else. You would not want us to start spending money on something in advance of the final ruling, basically. So we are waiting for that final guidance to come out so that we know exactly where we go with all of this. And that will then be statutory. So thank you, Kate, and enjoy your journey.
Yeah, can I have a follow-on question?
You can.
Yes. Okay, I'm quite worried that you're waiting to implement the law. The ruling confirmed the law has been wrongly implemented by many organisations for a number of years, and there's a rising number of claims for discrimination being successfully made. There's a number of organisations that are just going ahead and making the changes, and in fact, the interim guidance you're talking about doesn't apply to employers, and so I do have the follow-on question, which is, have you sought external specialist legal advice on this matter? And have the council's insurers been informed about your decision to wait to implement the law?
Basically, Kate, no, we haven't. As yet, as Roger pointed out, we've been in office for 20 days and we haven't got there, but we will do. We will make sure that we have the up-to-date guidance around all of this and all of the support from insurers and so on that we require before we implement anything. But we will always do it in a professional way that looks after the individual, because that's actually where we stand. So as soon as we have that advice, we will get it to you, Kate. So thank you.
Thanks.